Hey yo, it's your boy Self-Made Films, man. You tuned in to Bar for Bar podcast, live from the kitchen. You already know what it is, man. We back, baby. You already know, mask falling off. We excited, energy's high, man. We got two quick recaps today, man. I'm gonna talk about a few other things. I'm gonna recap Mac Myron versus Show Off today. That just dropped, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna do that one today. And I got another recap for y'all. You know what I mean? Some quick shit. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna keep y'all too long, but I got A Ward and Loso versus Bdot, Geechi. I'm gonna recap that a little bit, man. Tell y'all who I thought won. And to round it off, you know what I mean? And on top of that, also, I'm gonna give y'all my predictions on the Ultimate Madness card. You know what I mean? Who I think gonna win round by round, who I think gonna come out ultimately on top. You know what I mean? We gonna talk about it. You feel me? Make sure y'all like and subscribe to this channel, man. Shout out to Team Sub. Click the button, subscribe to this channel. Make sure y'all follow me on all social medias at Self-Made Films, man. Films with a Z. Oh, don't let me forget too, man. We gonna get into Snake Eyes versus the Blogger, baby. The first ever Blogger versus battler battle, you know what I mean, online, quarantine style, you know what I mean? Shout out to Snake Eyes, shout out to Knowledge to God, helping me put that together, and everybody else that was involved in making this come together, man. It was a lot of fun doing it, it was a lot of fun recording it, it was a lot of fun writing it, you know what I mean? So much respect to the battlers, man, because I can't imagine writing 3 rounds for niggas and shit, you know what I mean? 1 round was enough, so I got much respect. You know what I mean? I wanted to jump in the ring and see how I felt, you know, to a certain extent, how I felt to be in a battle and prepare for a battle. I think that would help me get a better perspective on, you know, what the battlers go through their eyes and stuff like that. So I think I could talk about the battles a little better, being that I have a little experience now in actually battling. So that was dope, man. Shout out to them, like I said, man. But look, man. Oh yeah, shout out to all the battlers on the Crucible too. I think the Crucible is a great idea because not everybody's gonna make it, and it's pretty much clear to me who's gonna make it and who's not gonna make it, or in my opinion anyway. Like, you can see who got it and who don't got it clearly through this Crucible thing. So that was a great idea. Wave Gang, man. Shout out to Wave Gang, man. They since I've been blogging, I've only been blogging a few months, and since I've been blogging, Wave Gang been holding me down, man. They brought me in, took me under the wing. You know what I mean? So shout out to EJ always. You know what I mean? Pretty Money and them brothers. They put in work and they show a lot of love, man. Show love, you get love. EJ, you already know what it is, man. Salute to the whole Wave Gang, man. We gonna get into this. Let's get into this first battle first, I guess. Yeah, let's see. Let me talk about Show Off and Mac Myron. Show Off, this was off a layoff, like 2-year layoff for Show Off. Came back to the RBE stage, the Get Back card in Atlanta. You know what I mean? Which was one of the best cards I've ever seen. Maybe I'm biased because I was in the building, my first ever event. Finally made it to the event. But yeah, that was a great card. This battle was a great battle. Great moments in this battle. I wouldn't say it was a classic because I don't want to, you know, too many people use that word too loosely. So I'm not going to say it was a classic. Definitely a very good battle. You know what I mean? Shout out to both of them. Shout out to Show Off. Show Off showed me mad love down there. And shout out to Mac Myron too. He showed me mad love too. Him, Ill Will. Show Off first round, he came out, and I think he needed to shake off a little rust. It felt like, you know what I mean? I think he came out slow out the gate. Towards the end of the round, he started picking it up. He had a couple punchlines, but and a couple schemes, but it took him a minute to pick up in the round. So, you know, I ain't got much. He did have one line that he said something Christmas story. You know what I mean? I caught a lick and it stuck. I thought that was fire, you know what I mean? But overall, it was a slow round. You could tell he was a little rusty, you know what I mean? It is, what, 2 years, you're gonna be rusty, man. Mac Myron come out the gate smoking. From the jump, he's smoking, you feel me? He punching back to back, got good energy, you know what I mean? The crowd rocking with him. Solid first round from Mac Myron. I mean, he had some bars in there. One of the bars I got was, if you don't kill him with the 40, If I don't kill him, the 40 will, like the main event, that was fire. You know what I mean? Like I said, Mac Myron punching back to back, back to back. I gave the first round to Mac Myron. He had more energy. He's been working. You know what I mean? He's been putting in work for a minute now. So I definitely got the first round to Mac Myron. Like I said, Show Off, he had to shake off a little rust. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get into the second round. Show Off turned up in the second round. You know what I mean? I think he either got some advice. Shit, live in the kitchen, baby. He came out firing in the second round. The second round for Show Off, I think he recognized that his first round, you know what I mean, was a little lackadaisical. So he came out in the second round and he started firing from the jump, punching, scheming. I thought the second round was definitely the strongest round out of the three. Like I said, I don't got too many bars for y'all, but he had this one bar. And like I said, I was on stage for this. So this one bar stuck in my head from when I seen it live. He had a whole aerosol scheme. The aerosol can, you gotta shake it before you use it. You know what I mean? So that's what he said. Basically, he said he learned how to shake well before using, and the way he set it up was fire. So shout out to Show Off on that. That was a fire bar. Shook the room. Definitely shook the stage. You know what I mean? So his second round was fire, man. Energy was there. Matt come out his second round. He was scheming about the kid shows, Nickelodeon, you know, in the second round, which he did some of that in his first too, which I forgot to say. He was scheming. He had a sitcom scheme in his first, then he comes out in the second, has a Nickelodeon show scheme. You know what I mean? So he working. He definitely working. He cooking, but like I said, Show Off second round. Like he left the building in that second round. You know what I mean? And Mac Myron second round. You know, he came down to earth a little bit. So I gave the second round to Show Off, you know what I mean? Third round starts off weird. Show Off started off with a rebuttal, and the heckler in the front like just jumped in and commented on the rebuttal. You know what I mean? It kind of screwed up the momentum a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't know who it was, but they definitely was clout chasing, you know what I mean? Show Off third round was solid. He definitely had the same energy. I just think that second round was like, that second round was hard to top. So, you know what I mean? His third round was solid, but his second round, like I said, was his best round. Now, Mac Myron come out in the third round on some other shit, like, you know what I mean? I want to see Mac Myron against Your Honor, because they both got crazy personality. They know how to control the room. It's almost like, you know what I mean? They can make you laugh, and then they mix in the gangster gun bars. You know what I mean? I want to see them too. I think that would be a great matchup, Your Honor versus Mac Myron sometime down the road. But Mac Myron comes out, talks about Show Off singing in Ali Boom's ear, singing in general. You know what I mean? He basically like, how you singing? I mean, you such a gangster with this beautiful voice. Like, how'd that go? You know what I mean? This shit was crazy. He had the crowd. He started singing. Yeah, I think he started singing. The crowd started dancing. I've never seen a battle rapper control the crowd like that. He actually had the crowd dancing. I've never seen that before. You know what I mean? So that was dope, man. He had a solid round. He said something like, you know what I mean? You singing and you'll sing in a battle. You'll sing in a courtroom. That shit was crazy, especially with the events that transpired after that. You know what I mean? With the whole Adi Boom Big K thing, that was the same show. That was the same card. So when Mac Myron said that, then that happened later. That made his bar, you know what I mean, even crazier. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Definitely gave Mac Myron the third round, even though Show had a solid third round. Mac Myron third round was just too crazy. So I got it 2-1 Mac. You know what I mean? Shout out to both of them though, man. Shout out to Show Off. That brother's talented, man. I can't wait to see him battle again. Maybe it'll be Head Ice face to face. That would be dope. Being on Head Ice tried to take Show Off out. You know what I mean? His next battle, you know what I mean? The rust is off now. So his next battle, I'm expecting more from Show Off. You know what I mean? Hopefully that, you know what I mean? So hopefully that battle will come to light, man. Who wouldn't want to see Head Ice versus Show Off? That should be crazy. Because I think it's some real bad blood in there. You feel me? So I want to see that. But yeah, man, 2-1 Mac Myron, man. Shout out to both of them, man. Bdot, Geechi, Gotti. versus A Ward and Loso. What? I was there for this one too. Williamstown, New Jersey, the following week after the Get Back. In fact, this was the card, this was the group, this was the league that didn't pay these battle rappers for their time. Like I think the second half, they started the battle late. It started off good. When I got there, they was nice. They was showing everybody love. But the battles got started late. Not only did they get started late, they didn't pay the back half. It made these battlers fly in from all over the country at the start of the coronavirus, mind you. You know what I mean? You didn't pay them. And they put on a show. Almost every battle was good. So shout out to Loso, man. A Ward, Geechi, Bdot. I think Twerk didn't get paid. Cashapp didn't get paid. I would have been hot. My one round with Snake Eyes took so much preparation. Can you imagine preparing 3 rounds for top tier talent, going out there putting on a classic? You go backstage to get your bread, and they're like, what? Wait, what? Back to the battle. All right, let's get into Bdot and Geechi versus A Ward and Loso. A Ward and Loso come out in the first round, and they going crazy. They are smoking right now. Like, you know what I mean? Flow going back and forth from the jump. It was a different flow. You gotta hear it. It's hard to explain. Different flow for a 2-on-2 that I've never heard before. And I could tell by the reaction in the building, because I was there for that one too. In the building, the reaction was crazy by the crowd, because I don't think anybody heard a back-to-back flow like that. Very creative. Geechi Gotti and Bdot come out in the first round, and they are smoking. You know what I mean? Typical back-to-back flow though, but they're punching. So since I never heard A Ward and Loso use a flow like that before in the 2-on-2, I gave A Ward and Loso that first round. That flow was just so impactful, and they both teams was punching and they kind of canceled each other out, but that flow stuck out. Second round, Geechi and Bdot come out on fire from the jump. You know what I mean? They're punching back to back. I ain't write too much down because this one's on YouTube too. I want y'all to go check it out for yourselves. I don't want to give away too much. You know what I mean? But the second round was on fire. I gave the second round to Bdot and Geechi. A Ward and Loso had a little low in the second round, so definitely gave the second round to Bdot and Geechi. Third round, this is where it got personal. You know what I mean? I feel it. I definitely want to see a battle between Bdot and A Ward. That battle gotta happen. Like, you know what I mean? I think they both gonna come out of that battle different. You know what I mean? I think they're gonna go to war. Bdot third round was basically geared towards A Ward. And the same thing with Loso and A Ward. A Ward's third round was more geared towards Bdot. You know what I mean? But definitely good back-to-back battle, man. I think it's a preference battle. You know what I mean? If you like Bdot and Geechi's style more, you're going to go with them. If you like A Ward and Loso, you know what I mean, the Four Horsemen style more, you're going to go with them. You know what I mean? That being said, after I watched it live, I had A Ward and Loso winning. I watched it a second time the other day. And now I got Bdot and Geechi winning 2-1. Bdot third round was crazy. Like, the crowd wouldn't even let him get through the third round. So slight edge for Bdot and Geechi 2-1. You know what I mean? Let's get into this Ultimate Madness card, bruh. What? The Ultimate Madness tournament is what I'm talking about. Shout out to the URL. They got a March Madness style tournament that's going to take place next week. They got 2 sides of the bracket. They got a left side, they got a right side. Like the Hunger Games out this bitch. You know what I mean? So I'm basically going to break down the bracket. I'm going to tell y'all who I think is going to win this whole thing. All right, we're going to start with the left side of the bracket first. You got Squeako versus Your Honor. I'm going to go a little fast. I ain't going to take too much time. Squeako versus Your Honor. Squeako is dope. You know what I mean? Your Honor, I just think is on another level right now. He can punch pretty good. Incredible crowd control. They pointed that out on one of the series on the app, on the URL app. Like, Your Honor can control the crowd. He's funny, he's entertaining, and he can punch. So I think that's going to be a little bit, if Your Honor shows up A1 ready to go, I think it might be too much for Squeako. Even Squeako does have some of the same attributes though. But I think the Yana is just on another level right now. But shout out to both of them. You got Rubando versus Gunpowder Pat. That's easy. Rubando over Gunpowder Pat. Shout out to both of them. But I've seen both of them battle, and I think Rubando is a little more talented right now, or a little more on fire than Gunpowder Pat. Then now you got Jada Nightwing versus Real Sick. I'm a fan of Jada Nightwing, man. I'm disappointed when he be choking. Chokes too much. Easy pick here. Real Sick. Real Sick from Jersey. He's dope, man. Seen a couple of his battles. I had to do my research. He's a newer battler, so I had to do some research. But I seen a couple of his battles on the Trap NY. And I think the Gates. I think he battled Dre Dennis. I don't think it was on the Gates though, but he battled Dre Dennis, and you know, I mean, he held his own. I seen him do his thing. So all he gotta do is show up and rap, like, you know what I mean? Because if I had to put money on it, I'm not putting my money on Jada Nightwing. I mean, he's known for choking. Like, that's a bad bet. So in those terms, I got Real Sick taking this battle. You know what I mean? Kid Chaos versus Lou Castro. I like Lou Castro, but I think he's a little inconsistent for me. In my opinion, Kid Chaos, every time I see Kid Chaos, he impresses me. He had a classic with Kruger last year. Watched that battle like 6-7 times. So this one's easy for me. Kid Chaos show up and do what he's supposed to do. I think even with Lou Castro, my man too. I don't want him to take this the wrong way, but I think even if they're both on their A game, I gotta take Kid Chaos. That's all. It ain't nothing personal. So in the second round, I got Yana and Rubando. I got Yana over Rubando. I think Yana maybe has a little more experience, a little older. I think he maybe can handle, the moment more since he's been around, and he has some big moments already. So, and Dot Mob is behind Yana. So, you know what I mean? That's experience right there. No matter what they've been going through lately, they got some seasoned vets over there, and you know what I mean? That's an advantage for Yana. So I got Yana over Rubando. I got Kid Chaos over Real Sick in the second round. Like I said, Kid Chaos is on another level. Real Sick is dope, but I don't think he's on Kid Chaos level yet. You know what I mean? I think Kid Chaos is gonna probably beat Real Sick easily. Real Sick is dope too, but I don't think he can hang with Kid Chaos. Not yet anyway. I need to see more from Real Sick. But so I got Kid Chaos advancing, you know what I mean, to face Yana. This one's a tough one for me, man. This is a toss-up. They're two totally different rappers, which is going to make this battle great because they both have charisma. You know what I mean? I think, but their charismas are different. Like, you know what I mean? So I think Kid Chaos is more lyrical. I think Kid Chaos is more lyrical than Yana, but I think Yana is more entertaining than Kid Chaos. So I got Yana beating Kid Chaos in the final four. I just think sometimes with Kid Chaos, his punches be so elaborate, like, you know what I mean, and so good they go over your head, like, you know what I mean. And in this style battle tournament, you know what I mean, people ain't gonna have time to go. The judges don't got time to go back and watch your battle 2 or 3 times to see if they missed anything or if anything went over their head. Yana right there on the spot, you pretty much catching his punches, and he's more entertaining. So I got Yana beating Kid Chaos in the final four. All right, let's get to this right side of the bracket. This is a good bracket too, man. This shit right here crazy. From the first round, it's gonna be crazy. You might have some classics in this first round. The first battle we got is Fonz versus Jay Kruger. Fonz is dope. I seen Fonz battle in I think it was Tampa or Orlando. The first time I seen him, and everything I've seen from him has been pretty consistent. He could punch and scheme, which is dope. Kruger's been on a tear lately. His last 3 battles, one of them's been a classic, and 2 of them been very, very good battles. Kruger can punch, is a punch-heavy battler. and he can scheme with the punches, which is a unique trait that not everybody have. So I got Jay Kruger taking this battle over Fonz. I don't think Fonz can go punch for punch with Kruger. And in this type of style, like I was saying, in this type of tournament, I think there's a good chance for the punchers to advance. Punch heavy battlers has a better chance in this tournament because it's a wow factor. Like, you need that wow factor. So I got a Kruger over Fonz in the first round. Then you got Easy the Block Captain versus Don Marino, which is going to be a great battle. They both from the streets. It seems like they both talk about that street shit, and I think that's going to be a great, you know what I mean, style clash right there because, you know, Easy going to talk about that street shit. He from Philly. Then, you know, Marino going to talk about it. He from Miami. So I think it's going to be dope. I think Easy the Block Captain is dope. I've seen a couple of his battles. He from Philly. Every battle I seen from him getting better and better and better. So I got him and Don Marino. I think Don Marino was there. Like, Don Marino was ready. I think he's gonna go far in this tournament. I think he's a little more polished than Easy. And with NWX behind him, just like with Dot Mob on the other side of the bracket, with NWX behind Marino, I think he's gonna have a better chance to beat just about anybody on this card. So I got Marino over Easy the Block Captain. Then you got Brooklyn Hands versus Big Hand. This is the first round. This is the battle of the bullies of the first round. Brooklyn Hands like 6'5". Big Hand on camera looks like he's like 6 foot at least, 6'1". Both big dudes. I think they both gonna bark on each other. They both got similar styles. I think Brooklyn Hands is more lyrical. He has his punches land a little more for me. I got Brooklyn Hands out barring Big Hand in the battle of the bullies of the first round. You feel me? Then you got Bad News. Bad News versus Ace Amin. That's going to be crazy. You feel me? They both bring good energy. They both bark on their opponents. They both sound different. Ace Amin, very lyrical. Bad News punches a little more than Ace. But Ace got that wow factor. So do, but man, that's just close. Bad News show up. That Bad News that showed up against Twerk, that showed up against Rock. That's a tough Bad News to beat. But I think if Ace Amin comes in on his A game and don't fuck up, he could beat Bad News. But just like Jaden Nightwing on the other side of the bracket, you know what I mean, Ace has problems stumbling or being prepared. I don't know what it is, because I like Ace. Like, when he came out and he bumped Snake Eyes, and I was fucking with Ace heavy. Like, he had that feel to him. But, you know, he went through his little stumbles, and even with his battle against Holmesy the God, stumbled a little bit in that battle. Even though that was a great battle and he won that battle, but he stumbled a little bit in that battle. So based off that, I gotta go with Bad News in this battle. Like, if I had to put money on it, I'd put my money on Bad News. Now, second round, you got Jay Kruger versus Marino. You already know what it is. Jay Kruger, I got Jay Kruger over Marino. I think Jay Kruger can punch. He's going to punch. Kruger is special. And he finally getting his just due. He put a lot of work in. Marino's going to punch too, but I just think Kruger is going to punch. He's going to be too punch heavy for Marino. But not to say Marino can't win this battle. You know what I mean? No disrespect to nobody, but I got Kruger going into this battle and winning. I think he's going to punch a lot more. Brooklyn Hands versus Bad News. I got Bad News taking this round. I got Bad News over Brooklyn Hands in the second round. Now, this is the final four of the right side. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever. You got Bad News versus Kruger. I got to go with Kruger again, man. Bad News has good energy. You know what I mean? Great energy, good bars, great energy. If the Kruger that showed up against Kid Chaos show up in every round, he's going to win this whole thing. Let's just put it like that, all right? That's my opinion. If the Kruger from Kid Chaos shows up in these battles, he's going to easily win this bracket. Then that leaves us with Jay Kruger and Yana And you already know who I think's gonna win. So Jay Kruger over Yana in the final round. That's my predictions. You know what I mean? Jay Kruger over Yana in the final round. Let me know what y'all think in the comments too, man. I want to know what y'all think, man. Talk to me, man. I want to talk about the Snake Eyes versus me battle a little bit. You know what I mean? That was, like I said, it was a lot of fun doing it. Shout out to Knowledge the God and Hip Hop is Real and Snake Eyes and Dot Mob and all of them. Everybody that helped put that together, man. It was fun to do. I wanted to step in the battlers' shoes and see how it is to battle, because I thought it would be a better perspective. Or would serve me well when I do these blogs, you know what I mean? And I could be like, yeah, I stepped in the ring, so to say. I could talk about this. I'm an expert now, but nah, it gave me some experience and some more talking points, man. I did it for y'all. We all home bored. I thought it would be a good idea. So like I said, shout out to everybody involved with that. Shout out to Wave Gang, man. Those my guys over there. Everybody involved in Wave Gang, man. They showed your boy mad love. You know what I mean? Took me under the wing. Told me gave me some advice and stuff. So shout out to them, man. Yeah, man, it's your boy Self-Made Films. Thanks for tuning in. You know what I mean? Make sure you cop the merch at bonfire.com. The link's in the description below. Make sure you hit that sub button. You know what I mean? Get them subs up, team sub. You know what I mean?